I heard this story from a junior at work, about a friend of theirs. Let's call them A. When A was in elementary school, being the proactive person they were, A played dodgeball with everyone in the schoolyard during break time. When the bell rang, they rushed back to class first. Since they were playing with the whole class, A naturally thought they were the first to arrive and opened the classroom door, only to find everyone already seated and the teacher, looking worried, said, "Asan, where did you go? We were all worried and looking for you." Confused, A replied, "But, the bell rang, so I came back from the schoolyard." However, at that time, A had been missing for a whole day, and they were about to file a missing person report if A hadn't returned home that day. The cause remains a mystery to this day. Time passed, and A grew up to become a nurse. After finishing a night shift, as they were driving home alone, they passed through the usual tunnel around midnight when there were hardly any cars around. As soon as they came out of the tunnel, they were greeted by the ocean stretching out in front of them, having somehow arrived on a coastal road. A lived in Kobe and was heading towards the mountains, so they were shocked by the sudden appearance of the ocean. When they went to a nearby convenience store to ask for directions, it turned out they were in a town along the Sea of Japan. Having no choice, A bought a map at the convenience store and, half in tears, spent the whole night driving back home. Interestingly, A kept the receipt from the convenience store, and no matter how much they thought about it, there was no way they could have reached the convenience store from work within the time stated on the receipt. Afterward, A quit their job and went to study in Australia. My junior had been exchanging letters with A for a long time. Then one day, suddenly, all contact with A ceased. Worried, my junior reached out to A's partner, only to find they too had lost contact. When they inquired with A's family, they learned A had gone missing in Australia. The Australian police said they couldn't investigate without more to go on, and even though A's family went there to search the area themselves, A was always proactive and liked by everyone, so the possibility of them being involved in a planned incident seemed unlikely. What remained was the chance that A was caught in a spontaneous incident, but looking at the state of their room, it seemed as if A had just suddenly vanished. It didn't seem like a burglary or anything that would happen while being out and about. To this day, A has not returned. Both the partner and my junior, knowing A's past, feel like someday A will just suddenly come back.
So, a friend I've been in touch with suddenly cuts off all contact. Isn't that a bit too worrying? Especially in the case of A-san, who has had a few strange experiences in the past. Maybe they've tripped to another world and can't come back, something like that. Everyone, be careful not to suddenly find yourself in an unknown world amidst your ordinary life. You never know who might be the next A-san.